welcome you all on behalf of the University and the Faculty of Science and Technology and the members of the Impact Equality team to this session. And let me also thank you for taking the time off from your heavy schedule to come and attend this. And hopefully it's going to be a fruitful event and successful event. We have staged this similar theme in Gippsland and just made that, and I was good to go. And it was indeed a very successful, and a lot of projects emerged from that, and we are going to continue to work in that space. Just a bit of background why we need all this one, and I'm sure Jess is going to more details, but a lot of changes taking place in the university. Gippsland campus and the Mount campus have emerged, and as a result, a lot of research capacity and capabilities new in this space, and a lot of new staff as well. And we have very research from focus areas coming through. It is important that, given that we have been working with the industry partners for a long time, it is important for us to inform you. At the same time, at the university level, a lot of research space, a lot of changes also happening. The new centers have been formed, and the full-time research professors have also been appointed, and the research priority areas, the new Deputy Vice Chancellor's research, new initiatives, the identifying new research priority areas, and one of them is the dynamic landscape that we will be talking about today. So that shows that the importance the university has recognized this area in our area, and also additional scholarships have been also created mainly for this particular new initiative. So that shows the university's commitment, and also that we are also keen, and also these initiatives really boost the research space. But also the faculty level, that as I mentioned, that a lot of new staffs formed. At the faculty level, there are a lot of research teams have been also formed, and one such team is the impact ecology. And we have in that impact ecology, we have the landscape change and natural and human-induced impact, you will hear from them, and the natural resource management, including the biodiversity and conservation, water resource, sustainability, and archaeology, and the cultural heritage. These are the key themes you will hear from the talks from these leaders as well. And not only we work within our research space, we have also been working with the other established research centers, such as Center for E-Research and Digital Innovation, CERDI. And you will hear from Robin, who will be talking about the link between that and the capabilities and the capacity that we have. So I welcome you again for this event, and I'm looking forward to you. And it's also a good opportunity for you to bring up some of your research issues we have, or some of those projects that you might want to discuss with that. So we're looking forward to this afternoon discussion, and also talking to you further. So without further ado, I'll pass it on to Jess to provide some context for this today's session. Thank you.
Thank you everyone also for coming at the end of school holidays, new financial year, everyone's got bugs, it's cold, it's nice and warm in here, so thank you all for your time, we really appreciate it. In opening this forum, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that we meet today, the Wadawurrung people. And I would like to pay my respects and our respects to their elders, past, present and future. I think it's a very exciting time to be living in when we're actually beginning to acknowledge traditional land management throughout our various agencies and through our research. And it's been a long time coming, and I think there's some very valuable partnerships that can be born out of this, and this is certainly something that we would like to encourage more and be part of more. So hopefully that's one of the things that will come up in the discussion this afternoon. Housekeeping matters. If anyone wants to sneak a quick lemon slice or something and pop it in your pocket, we're not actually allowed to have tea or coffee or food in here, but if you hide it discreetly, you can still sneak out and grab some. The bathrooms where the stairwell was, they're just on the other side. Okay, so if anyone can't find them, just head out to the stairwell and further around. In the very unlikely event of a fire, we have a mustering point. Most of you would have come in from the car park on that side. We also have a mustering point at the car park on this side. As Florrie mentioned, our institution has undergone some changes. Many of you would have known us as the University of Ballarat, and many of you would have known us as the Centre for Environmental Management, or part thereof. Florrie didn't mention this, but I'll put it out there. So I'd like to say that the impact ecology, our research thing that we're representing today, does incorporate a lot of the work that the CEM did traditionally do, but also has expanded that further to include water resource management, archaeology and cultural heritage, sustainability as well. So we would like to see that the CEM is embedded within impact ecology in its new form. Excuse me. Also, as Florrie mentioned, merging with the Gippsland campus has meant that we've been able to tap into a whole breadth and depth of new research that's going on there. And you'll hear about some of that from Phil and Emily later today. But also from our biodiversity researchers, we'll hear about some of the work that's been happening in Gippsland as well. So we've had this great opportunity to merge with some great minds across the state. And part of the purpose of these forums is to see what some of the common issues are and problems are across the east and the west, and can we possibly come to a joint solution. Some of the issues that you have are unique on either side of the state, but there's certainly some synergy across the state, so that hopefully people in a position like us who can work across the state can help bring together. All right, you may be rather curious about this term, impact ecology. We're rather curious about it too. We chose it as a term to represent the synergy between many of our research areas. And as Florrie mentioned, these include biodiversity conservation, disturbance and restoration ecology, hydrology and water management, and even incorporating the social values and cultural heritage. So we are interested in the ecology of impact. So what impact have humans had on the land, and what is the ecological response to that? But also, and importantly, how can our research be impactful? And this is where you come in. If we're doing research that doesn't go beyond these walls and doesn't go beyond scientific publications, then its use and its impact is very limited. So we would like the opportunity to be able to work more closely with you so that the work that we do has greater benefit beyond just our interests. We are a relatively small but diverse group of researchers, as you'll see from the presentations today. So the good thing about that is that we're able to collaborate, bring different people in from the team to solve quite complex research problems. So we're quite nimble, we're not really locked in the silos of being across different faculties or different departments. We actually do speak to each other, certainly more now that the merger has happened. So we can bring a team together to solve problems quite quickly and quite effectively. In terms of the projects that we're interested in developing, we're interested in a whole range of scales. Now these may be longitudinal monitoring that we can go back and data mine or get students involved in successive years of projects. We're looking at third-year research projects, honours projects up to PhD level, or even being able to leverage some government funding through ARC linkage programs, particularly across the state. So whether you may have a small problem or quite a large problem, we can basically shapeshift to match the issue that you have. In terms of how today will work, we're going to run short 10-minute presentations, so you'll be hearing from speakers on each of these topics. I'll ask you to hold your questions for now, so we'll do the presentations first, then we'll have all of the speakers come up and you can fire your questions away at them, bombard them with questions. We'll have lunch, Annette, are we in the foyer for lunch?
No, in the room next door.
In the room next door, so
yeah.
Some of you found a little room behind here. It's a bit drafty out in the foyer and other people come and steal your lunch, so it's better if we're around the corner. And after lunch we'll stay in that room and have roundtable discussions, so that if you'd like to delve a bit further or discuss some of your common problems with the researchers, that's the opportunity to do that. So this is where we're looking at some of the common issues that are seen by different agencies and different stakeholders. Also, there's a tour of the analytical facilities and the laboratory facilities if anyone would like that at the cessation of the event. Importantly, this is a two-way street. This isn't us telling you what you should know or what we think you should know. This is very much an opportunity for us to show what capabilities we have and also hear from you what your issues and your interests are and how those two match. So it's really important that the discussion is two-way. We understand that some of you will have conflict of interest issues and not be able to disclose certain things. We have the feedback forms, and we encourage you to contact us independently afterwards, or meet with us afterwards to discuss those issues. So we understand you're not able to discuss everything.